Hey, what's up? We're back with more 2xKO. Finally. I heard there's news and I sprung to life. I know it's Vi. There's two videos here. They're like 3 minutes total. So not the biggest announcement. It's fine. People like Vi though, so yeah. And I just realized like just now when I was like looking these videos up that I like missed this and I forgot about it. Whoops. I think I remember when this came out and I'm like, oh, it's Jinx. I was like, okay, we've seen her before. I don't care really. Like we knew she was in the game, so I'm like, oh, it's Jinx. But then I think I saw this and I thought it was like an hour long. I'm like, dude, fuck it. I'm not reacting to this shit. So if you're wondering, that's what happened. I got lazy basically. But we're here now. We're here for Vi. Because it's a much shorter video. So this is the closed beta announcement. This is like a second one, right? They had an open beta and like a kind of open beta. It was like smaller and then they're going even smaller. Why would you even announce this? Because we know there's people playing. We know like Sajam's playing. He made a video today being like, oh, I played Vi. I'm like, okay, we know you're playing characters that we don't know about. Why even announce this shit? That's what I'm wondering. So it's got to be like more news, but it's also like a 2-minute video. Like, yeah, don't got much. I guess we'll see. That was new. Wait, am I blind? Did I miss it? All the characters had new stuff? That's new. He had a fireball. Why did they give him a fireball? Okay. This thing looks tiny. Regrew, but it looks like Vi. Number 9 closed beta.
Hey everyone, Tom here. It's been a minute, right? Look, we know you've been waiting, and we're finally ready to take the next big step for 2xKO.
Hey.
Our closed beta starts September 9th globally. Closed beta marks the start of us rolling out this game for everyone. Our goal is to keep the game up, online, and available from here on out.
So there's going to be a beta as beta, right? Because they've been, well, I guess the others weren't beta. They were just like little bullshits. But there's like an actual, like,
During
coming
closed
out.
beta, we'll be deploying and tuning our backend systems, so things may start out a little bumpy at first, but we'll be learning and improving as we go. In the spirit of getting this game out to you as soon as possible, we're starting on PC first.
As soon as possible, PC first? As soon as possible is scary, because that means you're rushing, perhaps, which is not good. Or plus, rather, PC first means you're like delaying it for other people. You know, because PC's got like, everyone's wired. Pretty much like I guess laptop users, but fuck them. Yeah, because you can't, it's much harder to like predict the connectivity on a console, right? Because some people are Wi-Fi or whatever. But yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't care.
Console players, don't worry. We support cross-platform progression.
Okay, that's
that
awesome.
means if you want to start on PC, you can switch over to your console of choice later and not lose any of your progress.
Okay, I thought they were gonna say like crossplay, but no, he said cross-platform progression. Like account leveling or battle passes, or let there be crossplay, bro.
We'll be inviting new players both at the start of the beta and gradually over time. So if you're interested, you can always sign up on our website. And if you played in Alpha Lab 1 or 2, you're already in there. And of course, you know closed beta will include our newest champion, Vi.
Hey, Vi.
Now, if you want to see more of her, you can check out her new champion.
Her animations look a little funky.
Available for play on our booth at EVO. Thank you all so much for your patience and support. I know it's been a journey, but we're all incredibly excited to get this game into your hands. If you're headed to EVO, we'll see you there. And for everyone else, I'm looking forward to seeing you online this September.
Hints, by the way, Tito. Cool. We'll see her in a second. But yeah, they didn't really announce too much. There's a beta, like actual beta's coming. It'll be growing over time, and they're going to try to keep the game on until release, which means kind of ramp it up here, which is a little scary because there's not that many characters. That's what they said, so that's how it is, I guess. We can't do much about it now. They said that they'll do PC release first, basically, which kind of sucks, but I'm also just kind of curious because way back when, they like promised us like this great netcode this game's going to have, and they announced like a new thing. I forget what exactly it was, but it was like better than our current rollback netcode. It was like rollback plus something. I forgot what it was. Let's see if I can find it.
Of course, this starts by using rollback networking at the core. Rollback does a great job of...
For those that don't know, rollback netcode is a big deal. I'm no expert, right? But here's my understanding of this shit. So netcode is the code in a game that connects you to people. So you play online, basically. There's a few ways to do it. There's like a server, which is like a computer that handles all that shit. I'm sure you know about that shit from like playing Minecraft or whatever. You know what a server is. You can like lose connection to the server and then you like drop out, but the game still goes if everyone else is like fine or whatever. But fighting games, since you know they're 1 versus 1, usually this was a little weird, but whatever. The way these games only work is it's peer-to-peer, meaning you don't connect to a server, you connect to like the other player, like kind of directly to my knowledge. But you know, connecting to people is still rough because shit gets in the way. Wi-Fi makes it slower, bad weather makes it slower. Problems are gonna happen. The thing is, like, how do you deal with that problem, right? A lot of netcode, like from back in the day, like the 2000s-ish, when there's a problem, the game would just like stop. The game just ends. You probably see this a lot in like Nintendo games because Nintendo's netcode is not great. So basically, there's like some kind of problem. You know, one person is like lagging, but the other person's fine, and then that's gonna cause like a desync or something, and the netcode just like doesn't want to deal with it, so they're like fuck it, and they just kill the game. Obviously that sucks. So one thing we introduced was like lag. So now the game doesn't end, but it like plays like shit, right? And obviously if you have like a really strained connection, if you're connecting to someone really far, the whole game is strained. It's not like a little like 2-second moment or whatever, 1 second little blurb. Yeah, and then after around that like time period, these guys, the Cannons, they like, I'm pretty sure these guys like invented whole netcode, or they like helped with it like a lot. These guys are kind of known for that, which is why people expect the netcode to be good. It's not really a conversation because it's like they got that probably, but now with this new information that they're gonna kind of roll it out slowly and they're gonna test things out and like smoothen things out. They said it might be rough at first. Now I'm kind of like, okay, well, what's up with the connection then? The rollback netcode, same as before, is like lag happens and then you have to deal with it. Some games, instead of just crashing, they'll like slow down, which is called like delay-based netcode. So instead of crashing the game, they delay the game, they lag the game to give the slow connection time to like catch up to everyone else or whatever, or catch up to the server or whatever. Rollback is an add-on kind of a thing where when there's lag, the game just assume you're gonna do what you've been doing. So if you're like playing Call of Duty or whatever and you're like running and then lag happens, if the game has rollback, the game's just gonna be like, oh, like a frame ago you were just sprinting full send forward. I'm gonna assume the next frame that the lag happens, you're gonna keep sprinting. So we're just gonna do that. I know it sounds weird, like, oh, the game just decides what to do for me. Like, yeah, pretty much, because these are really small things that you're not even gonna notice them. That's what the beauty of rollback is. A lot of the lag is just gone. When before you're like, oh fuck, what, I thought I was gonna be here, and then I like teleported forward or whatever, and it like really fucks with you, right? In rollback, you don't even feel it. If it's a tiny little lag, you don't feel it because you're already holding forward probably like 99 times out of 100. You're gonna just keep holding forward in that instance. In the occasion that you aren't doing exactly that, so like in a fighting game, if you're like blocking, and then lag happens, and then during the lag you jump, rollback is gonna assume, oh, they were blocking before the lag, they're probably blocking during the lag, but you're not, you're jumping. Okay, so then when the lag ends and your computer or your connection, whatever, has time to like catch up, the game is like, okay, I think they're blocking, so I'm gonna make them block. And then it caught up, they get the new information, and they're like, okay, what were you actually doing? I'm gonna double check. Like, oh, they weren't blocking, they actually jumped. That's when the rollback happens. It rolls back in time super duper fast, so fast you can't even see the shit. It rolls back in time. It like deletes your like blocking input during the lag, and it inputs your jump input, and then it kind of like fast forwards to like what the game state would be had the lag not happen, you know? Not that it does have that information during the lag. That was in the past. Does that make sense? Games with rollback netcode might seem like a little jumpy and weird. It might be a little ugly, or you might hear like they call them like artifacts, like audio or visual artifacts, which is like little glitches. In fighting games, you'll probably see this in like, if you see like videos of Third Strike a lot, especially like on Fightcade, you're gonna see people like play the match, and then someone's gonna block a fireball, and you're gonna hear like, right, like really fast. But the game's gonna keep going, you know? And it kind of fucks people up sometimes. Again, the game thinks you didn't block or whatever, but you actually did, and so it fixes it really fast. So even though it looks kind of ugly or it might sound kind of weird and confusing, the point of it is, feeling wise, as the player, it feels good. It feels like you're blocking and you just blocked and then you're good. So people get mad at it because they'll think like, oh, the game fucking robbed me. I heard a death. But the reality is the rollback is protecting the defender from like of Lich loss, basically. So that's like the whole point of rollback is like, it feels good. Maybe it looks a little ugly, maybe it sounds a little weird, but it feels good. And that's what like is important, especially in like a competitive game. We're gonna take a look at what they're offering here because they're like, it's a new thing now.
We'll route network traffic between players through Riot Direct, our internal network already being used to minimize latency in League of Legends and Valorant. We're also actively managing a player's connection to their opponent to ensure a consistent, fair play experience. If their connection is laggy or drops packets, their experience will suffer, but yours won't.
Yeah, and that's the thing with peer-to-peer. It gets kind of wonky with this. There'll be times where you're playing a fighting game and you're like, oh, I feel fine. And then the other person will be like, oh, but my connection feels bad. So there's some weird like whose Wi-Fi or whose connection is bad or who's on Wi-Fi. There's some bullshit with that. So something like this where if your connection is just good and it just stays good, that'd be sick.
And if someone rage quits in the middle of a match, our netcode will determine who should win and who should be penalized.
Okay, so they're just using like pre-established like Riot technology, I guess. I guess they weren't making anything new. In League of Legends, they do see like who left the match, who rematched. They do identify like who did it. I guess they're just gonna do that with the fighting game. That's cool. It'd be cool if other games had it though. That'd be way cooler, I think. But anyway, here's Vi. It's Vi time. Vi like is a fighting game character essentially. Ain't no one surprised that she's here, especially since she's an Arcane character. She's in the game. I'm not surprised. I'm not really impressed. I did, unfortunately, I saw a little bit of a spoiler. She does a lot of things that another character does in another game, but like whatever. The games are different. I'm not pissed about it. But this is also Arcane Vi specifically. Like season 1-ish Arcane Vi. She has like spiky anime hair, but like it's Vi. She doesn't have like her little half skirt from League. So yeah, Vi, she's a boxer. We assume so. This is fine. And yeah, I kind of assumed she would slip and slide. This is pretty standard. A lot of boxers do this shit. Like Makoto from BlazBlue does something like that. She can kind of slip. Was it Akihiko? Does this shit a lot? I'm not surprised. That's kind of, a lot of boxing characters do kind of have this move too. I remember, I forget the character's name. It's been a while, but there's a cool little fighting game. I'm forgetting the name of. A lot of characters have that kind of a move. Like punch the ground, big explosion thing. It's like an anti-air kind of move. Oh, that's cool. It also just looks sick as fuck. He has a lot of slides. Big punch super, very common. New animation. It's a new thing. Not a thing. There's no like round loss thing. So I don't know what how this is. I really hope this isn't like some first person mode like that one Street Fighter did. I hope this isn't what this is. Looks like not very Vi. Her face is very like just anime head. Does that make sense? She doesn't look like Vi to me. Like face structure wise, she looks like Vi, but you know what I mean. Is there like a special intro? Because a lot of fighting game characters have this. Is like a team intro? I don't know. Really? Because I would say they're the Arcane sisters. Light under. He has a lot of punching the ground. He has the orb, like in Arcane. It's her passive in League, but it's like not that impactful. It's like a full ass thing. It's like a move. That's not like burst or anything, or like the wake up attack. That's like its own thing. Kind of shock state. Cool. Strike throw. Is that a command grab, by the way? It was. It's not a regular throw. Double jump? What did she do? Didn't have like a rocket jump. Looks kind of like what she did, but she doesn't normally have that. Does she have Akihiko stuff? Akihiko has like heat thing, I think it's called. I forget. But when he like sways and does shit, he like gets heat and he hits harder. So this kind of looks like that. And I forget exactly how it works. I just remember playing BB Tag and Akihiko going dash up, and like just this. He's doing this. It doesn't seem to get any kind of upgrade. It's just a cool looking combo, which is much appreciated. And I did see this. I did get spoiled on this. She's just fighting nothing. She's just punching like air. You know, for the big cinematic, that's a cool shot. For the big cinematic super, she should be doing cool stuff, but she's just like punching off camera. Stuff like this is what worries me when the canons were like, oh, we're trying to get this game to you as fast as possible. I'm like, it kind of shows, and that's what sucks, dude. You shouldn't do that, but people are pissed at you. But I don't think it's because of taking long. I think the marketing of the game was like, you said too much too fast. You got people too hype. It's dying down. I'm sorry. But this is cool. Punchy girls are cool. Punchy boys and punchy girls are cool.
Yeah. I'd hate to fight me too.
I feel like she has a much more like anime ass aesthetic in this one. Is that just me? She doesn't feel like very punky or like grungy or anything. She doesn't feel like a very league-y. She feels like generic anime cool guy, except it's a girl.
Yeah. I'd hate to fight.
This face is such a like 2020s anime protagonist ass pose. Does that make sense to you? It's Punchy Girl. It's more or less what I expected. Braum has that one move where he does like the big punch. I kind of expected Vi to have something like that, but that's like her cute. That's like what she does in League. I'm a little disappointed. I didn't see no laser like lock on like her ult, where she like locks onto someone, just charges through hell and high water to get to them, uppercuts, and then slams them down. That would be cool. I think that would have made for a cooler super than punching air, because she's a boxer. She punches. She should have had like some punches. She should have done this. Because they started out, I guess this is supposed to be her ult. I'm not buying it. Started out with this. Have her throw them away, or whatever, punch them away, and then have like a camera of the character getting up, and then you see like Vi standing in the background. You know, like when she throws the character, punches the character away, have the camera follow the character. When they're standing up, you get like a funny reaction shot or whatever, and you see like Vi in the background charging, like pointing her laser and like charging in with her ult, and then you get the big like uppercut slam down. That would have been a way cooler super, I think. Yeah, she looks cool. It's Vi. She punches. It's kind of what I expected. He's a boxer character in a fighting game. I did see, like, literally as I was preparing for this shit, minimum prepare time, by the way. It was like less than a minute, but I saw this on Reddit. More info on 2XKO on Discord. Yay! This is very simple, very, like, just screenshots. I'm just gonna run through them. 10 champs at launch. Lock it in. 10 champs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 2 more characters yet to come up. We're really expecting Set, because he's also just fighter dude. Lee Sin is also fighter dude. Udyr would be cool, but probably not. He's a hobo. Probably an assassin. Probably Zed. Would like to see cooler things, because this is a very generic ass roster. I'm not gonna lie. Out of all like the League characters you could pick, you just pick like dudes who fight. And Ahri, I guess. I don't fucking. We'll add bells and whistles post-launch, meaning you're rushing and you're gonna fix it later. I don't think this is good news. Who's harding this shit? Offline support will be basic at launch. Rushing. You'll be able to run an event with all champs without needing the internet. Cool. I believe you also have access to skins, you believe. Already on the device, but don't quote me on that. As in, you'll just have them unlocked? We just get a couple for free or whatever? I don't really care. Will be playable offline, all champs. You already said this. Cool. This just tells me that they're rushing more. Which is kind of following my criticism of them, where it sounds like they just kind of listen to the community and they're like, they want this, do that. And the community really wants them to rush. That's what it sounds like they're doing, which I'm not the biggest fan of. You know, it's a free-to-play game, so we'll see. The sales aren't really, we're not really worried about like sales figures here, but we'll see. I mean, I hope it's good. You know, I hope that people like the game. People are definitely excited to play it, but especially those that haven't played it. But I don't know. I'm concerned about the game, or rather, I'm concerned for the game. But like, yeah, okay, it's news. People wanted news. I think Vi would be a character. Like, I'm kind of shitting on her and calling her like basic, but like boxers are cool. Vi's cool. I'll definitely try her out. She might replace like Braum for me. My team, for those that don't know, is like Echo Braum. I'm definitely playing around with like Vi, even Jinx. I never did it. I guess I can look through it. He's gonna shoot shit. She just is like a trap character. Yeah, she gave her hammer. I don't know what the fuck this is all about. She's going really Harley Quinn with her for some reason. Does she kick that thing up there? That'd be pretty cool. Sorry I'm late. I'm sure you all know about this, but I don't. I saw this. The thing is cute. It's very Jinx. Cool. It's what I thought Jinx would be. Cool. I'm definitely messing around with that kick thing. He kicks it. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's kind of the that's the reaction discussion thing. If I get in the beta, I'll definitely play, and I'll not release it like a year later. Let me know what champions you want for the last 2 slots. Not who you think it'll be, because it's probably like Lee Sin or some shit, or Zed. Zed, for sure. They need an assassin. Let me know who you want. I got a lot of characters I want. I want Kindred for sure. I want like Thresh for sure. Like Yordle, Nara, or Rumble would be sick. Bard, of course. I already said I wanted Ivern because he's a funny dude. And Tom Kench would be funny. He'd be cool. A ton of stuff. There's a lot of good stuff out there. That's the video. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.